Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So you can see I am in my robe. I'm actually in my hotel in San Francisco, and today's video we are going to talk about a life story. If you've been following me on my Instagram, that you know that my little doggy passed 2 days ago, and I just want to share with you guys story about her and us, and the most important part is how we adopt her and why it's so important to adopt a dog rather than buying a doggy or cat or any animal. I know Christmas is around the corner and some of you may be thinking to buy pets for your family, and before you do that, maybe you can, after this video, you can think about go to the animal shelter. If you don't like to see this kind of video, go ahead, skip, move different, it's fine. So let's get started. Wow, this is really hard. So hold please. I think I don't want to make this video very long, so I'm going to be stay focused. And I apologize that I didn't have a makeup on because it's just only been a 2 day and I'm working today. It's just really hard. Okay. We adopt Scarlett almost 6 years ago. January 2020, she will be 6 years old with us. Anyway, we adopt her almost 6 years ago. It's a really funny story. Personally, I always want to have a brown Pluto, miniature Pluto, but I know it's almost impossible to find an animal shelter. But I really want to adopt rather than purchase. And one day, my partner's assistant called him, say, "Hey, there's an animal shelter. They have a brown Pluto," and I'm gonna show you a picture here right now. It's kind of funny. And we're like, how is this even possible? That is so beautiful. So we called, they said the doggy's still there. And we went there very early. It's kind of like buying Hermes, seriously. We were there like an hour before the shelter opened. As soon as we got there, there's a couple people lining up. I can hear they said they all want to see the doggy, but we're the first one. So we're very excited to see her. You can see a picture right here, right now, right? So adorable. So we got to see her. Her name was Marley, and not Scarlett. So they brought her out. I looked at my partner, and we were like, is this the same doggy? Because it doesn't look the same. So basically, we think they kind of Photoshop a little bit. It's kind of funny though, because just like the dating app, we Photoshop us, right? Even I Photoshop myself. But it was kind of like, okay, so let me show you a picture right here, right now. This is her when we first saw her. That is different doggy. But anyway, but the thing is, once you touch the doggy from an animal shelter, I can't say no to her, So we took her home. Oh my God, this is harder than I thought it was gonna be. So we gave her a new name called Scarlett, and I began my magic because she was not cute, seriously, right? Then after we do some, beautify transformation, and she looked like this. Anyway, and we had an amazing journey for almost 6 years. So now I want to talk about why it's so important to adopt the dog or a cat or anything in a shelter. Those baby in the animal shelter. I correct me if I'm wrong, okay? I believe there are two types of animal shelter. There's one's called no kill. There's one called kill. And when we adopt, Scarlett is from the no kill animal shelter. That means it's a non-profit animal shelter, and they keep the animal there until they get adopted. They don't kill them, put them to sleep. So, and there's another one. I think it's a government owned or something. I don't know, but they do kill. If you don't adopt the animal certain time, they will put them to sleep. So anyway, there are just so many baby out there need home, and oh my God, this is really hard. Basically, I'm making this video to tell every one of you that I know Christmas is coming, and maybe you're thinking buy a pet for your kids or for yourself. And I know their pets looks adorable in the store, you know. But before you do that, there's so many baby need home. And I found that when you adopt dog, this is our second doggy. Our first doggy is called Violet. She only with us, I think, 1.5 years or 2 years, and she passed. And you are taking a risk, honestly, because when you adopt a doggy, they don't really know how old is this. When you adopt an animal from an animal shelter, you don't know exactly their age and what type of health history. So you are taking a risk. But you know what? Life is unknown, and anyway, this is sorry. I'm like all over the place. So, what was I saying? So please adopt rather than purchase, because you change them. And oh, I remember now. So sorry. This is so bad. I shouldn't do this today. Okay. So focus, Steve. Focus. 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 Okay. So I was gonna say that when you adopt an animal from shelter, they know that their owner abandoned them. They know they're being abandoned by their family, and they don't know why. And imagine that they're in a shelter, and when you welcome them to their home, they are going to be so grateful. And I can tell you, Scarlett, that they know I'm the daddy. She knows I'm the daddy. And she will protect you, cherish you, and love you nonstop. I'm not saying that buying a doggy, they don't do the same, but just, I don't know, it's just so different. I just think it's so important you do that if you can. And I want to show you a couple of things about Scarlett. She is a doggy who loves sleep. Sleeping with me is the happiest thing in the whole wide world. And I'm gonna miss her very much. We discovered Scarlett had heart murmur, and her heart is growing really fast. And we knew that in the very beginning, so we put her on the two different medicine, so basically control her heart. And about a year ago, she started coughing a little bit. Her heart has grown like 40% more. That's huge for a little doggy. So the doctor gave her something else to control to release the water in the lung. And they did tell us that eventually she's gonna pass. And we are prepared for that. We thought we prepared for that because we know that could happen. And everyone told me that, oh, this is gonna be gradually. First, she's gonna cough, and she's gonna cough more, and then she can't sleep at night, and then starting like that. So we were in New York. I was doing the event, and 7 o'clock in the morning, New York time, which is at 4 in the morning, my mom texts me, say Scarlett's been coughing. And because this is our second doggy, so we know the experience, and we knew that, okay, she's coughing. Should we take her to emergency, or should we wait for 3 more hours when the hospital's open, our hospital? And we decided not to send her to emergency, because when you send doggy to an emergency pet, they don't know the history. Like, you're gonna spend, it's not about the money, by the way. They're gonna do all kind of tests on the little animal. and then they'll come back tell you that they don't know what happens, right? So we decided let her just be comfort in the home, and then I think 8 o'clock they drop off the doggy at the hospital that we always go, so they have a history. So we had a FaceTime with a doctor, and we knew it's not good, but we just want to hear from him first. Anyway, the doctor finally told us that, her gum is turned blue. It's just not good. And we say, can she hold on? Because one thing we promised her is we want to be with her at the last. And because it's a holiday season in New York, the earliest flight can get home is 6 p.m. And the doctor told us that they can keep her alive. They can try, but she's gonna go through a lot of pain. So we talk about that. We can't be selfish, put her through this, and wait till we get there. That's the wrong thing. So we agreed to put her to sleep. And luckily my mom, my cousin, and a girlfriend was there. So we FaceTime her. So we did, and we told the hospital, say that, can you hold on to her? Don't cremate her. We'll be there at 7. So they agreed. After she peacefully go to sleep, and she, and our family say goodbye to her. We say goodbye to her over the phone. And we feel terrible not there with her. But we also know this happens suddenly. We can't foresee this happens. And you do have to move on to your life. So anyway, and my partner and I, especially my partner, he was so upset that he can't be there. When we get to the hospital, after we saw her, kiss her goodbye, the nurse said something really, really nice to us, and that is the reason why I'm making this video. She said to us that, if we didn't adopt her 6 years ago and give her the best life and put her on the right medicines, she wouldn't even make it this far. For some reason, I feel really, really, not really, feel like, wow, we did something really, really good. So that's what I'm saying, that do something good for those little baby, they need home. When you experience the same thing, you are so scared letting your dog or your cat or your animal go. It's actually not that scary. It actually relieves them, because they don't know, they can't tell the difference. They are sick, they just don't feel well. And when they put them to sleep, it's a very peaceful thing, So if you don't want to see this part, just turn off the video. I'm warning you right now. I keep on looking outside, it's the sky. Because I can't really look at camera, looking at myself. So I'm sorry that I'm not looking at me, I'm looking at the sky. It's really beautiful. Now, the biggest question is that I think people will ask that how soon you're gonna adopt another doggy. Well, I think we will adopt another doggy because once you have the doggy or cat in your life, it's really hard not having them around. But we're gonna hold on for a little bit longer. Then we're gonna find a little baby. And when we do, I'm gonna share with you guys. And so yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that this is not my normal pretty happy video, but I hope that this can send a positive messages out there. And if you are going through the same thing, I am so sorry. It is okay to let them go, but just knowing that you give your baby the best in their life and there's no regret. All right. Once again, thank you so much, and I love you all, and thank you so much for the support. I'm getting a lot of message privately, or even when I see you in the store, you give me a heart. That means a lot to me, so thank you very much.